Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to be starting a brand new series where we're going to be looking at some of these handheld PCs which have really exploded on the gaming scene in the past couple of years, particularly with the introduction of the Steam Deck, which I have right here. The goal of this series is going to be giving you guys the knowledge that you need to pick out the perfect handheld system for you. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested, please hit that like and subscribe button to show me that you want more content like this. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below of any suggestions that you have for future episodes, and any thoughts that you might have throughout the video. But with that being said, today I wanted to start off by telling you how I feel about SteamOS and why I think that it might be pretty much the best OS for handheld PCs. Also, Valve, if you guys are listening, it would be really cool if you were, but if you are, you should absolutely prioritize getting SteamOS released to the public as soon as possible so that way we can add partitions on other PC handhelds or just PCs in general. Just saying. So, starting off the list, SteamOS is built with a controller input in mind, and this makes ease of navigation a top priority. This is so important for the feeling of a handheld, which by its very nature is meant to be enjoyed on the go in unconventional environments. Now, yes, the device is a PC at the end of the day, but you're not buying it as a PC, generally speaking. So having to carry a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard around with you everywhere that you go, or constantly having to be switching between trackpads and traditional controller input, it's just not a good look and not something that you really want to have to deal with. On SteamOS, it's really great because it's built around the controller input from the ground up. So you're going to have a great experience pretty much anytime that you're using the controller, which is fantastic. Now, getting into number 2, SteamOS is going to be made by Valve, and so integration with Steam is built right in. This means that you don't have to go and download Steam from the internet, install it, go through all that setup, and you also don't need to open the application every single time that you reboot and hit on the big picture button just so that way you get into a nice controller-friendly interface. It's just simple, and it removes pain points. And removing pain points in any experience is a simple and instant way to disrupt a market. And SteamOS certainly did that for the handheld PC market. Continuing in the same vein is that if you guys have the urge to buy new games, as many of us do, you have immediate access to the Steam store, and you can filter all of the games based on their compatibility with the Steam Deck hardware. This is a really refreshing thing to see because it takes advantage of the integration between Valve's hardware and Valve software. Now, of course, this wouldn't necessarily work exactly the same way if you're playing on a non-Valve handheld, but I think there's probably a way that Valve could do something similar to this to make it function similarly when they expand to more PCs down the road. But it really does take the guesswork out of finding games to play, and especially if you don't want to be surfing the internet to find solutions to play incompatible games, and you just want to hit the download button and get straight into it, SteamOS makes that very, very simple. Moving on to number 4, if you guys do want to play a game that is listed as unsupported or untested, since the Steam Deck was such a success and there's hundreds of people out there who have written tutorials or made videos specifically breaking down how to play some popular games on the Steam Deck that are currently unsupported, it's going to be a pretty easy experience for you. So for people like me who don't mind putting in a little bit of extra effort, even if the game isn't officially supported, the chances are that you'll be able to play it anyway with a little bit of tinkering, and that is something that's really nice. Lastly, for point number 5, unlike traditional consoles, SteamOS is just a computer operating system, and so the Steam Deck, being a PC, allows you to put Windows 11 on it if you want, so you can go ahead and replace SteamOS if you really don't want to have that experience, or you can just simply partition your hard drive or run Windows right off of an SD card. Though I wouldn't really recommend the last choice, but the point is that it's flexible. And so even if you do love the console experience, but you really need to play a certain game with anti-cheat or something like that, that's an option for you. And if you want to learn a step-by-step guide of how to do that on your own Steam Deck, I have a video right here that you can look at on the channel. I also have another video, I think, about doing the SD card installation as well. So if you want to check that out, you can also look on the channel for that. And you can try it for yourself, see how you like it. And my last reason for you guys which I actually forgot to include in my original script for the video, is that SteamOS is built off of Arch Linux. And since it's built off of Arch Linux, that means that it's super lightweight and minimal in terms of all of the features and things that are included right out of the gate. And that means that you're not going to have a ton of applications open and running in the background, hogging up your CPU and GPU performance like you would with Windows. And because Steam Deck is made by Valve, on the Steam Deck, it's super well optimized for battery life, so you are going to get absolutely fantastic battery life, especially compared to some of the other handhelds out there on the market. But what do you guys think about the list? Did I miss your favorite feature? Do you agree? Do you disagree with any of my points? Let's discuss down in the comment section below. But with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.